Time and time again, I'm seeing experts telling me to prepare to pivot my business during this crisis. I feel like they're trying to set me up. I have to be honest, like I'm scrolling my Facebook and I literally feel like, are these people trying to set me up? Is this a joke? If they're sure that pivoting is what we should all be doing, why aren't the big businesses doing it? Why aren't big companies pivoting? I'm sure most of you just answered because they've got money and they don't need to. It's not true. If it was the right thing to do, they would pivot. I want you to think about that. If it was the right thing to do, big business would pivot. Big business is not pivoting. They're not. Do you know what it means to pivot your business? Now, I do think that sometimes when I look or when I click and I read the blog or I listen to the article, they don't actually want you to pivot your business. They're just asking you to re-strategize, which I think is fine. I think re-strategizing is a great idea. But they use the word pivot. So pivot actually means to drastically change what you are doing. So throw out what you're doing now and start something brand new. That would, to me, when I look at that, that is that will kill your business. Like if you pivot your business, you will kill your business. Now I'm going to tell you why. Bear, just hang in there with me. I know you're disagreeing with me right now and you want to throw shit at me, but please just stay in there. So I have 3 reasons why you shouldn't pivot your business, right? Google it. There's other reasons too, but these are my 3 reasons why you shouldn't pivot your business. So security. People are going through change. They don't want to not feel secure. They already feel so unsecure in their surroundings at the moment. The last thing they want is for a brand that they trust to change. If you pivot, you change. If you re-strategize, you're not really changing. So I want you to see the difference there. Pivot, completely changing. Re-strategizing is keeping up with the current market, doing something that you can within the market. For example, if you have gone from shopfront and now you're creating services online, that's re-strategizing. If you have gone from a shopfront and you're creating services online and you've just changed your brand, that's pivoting. Now, the reason you don't want to do that is because people want to feel secure. They're taking longer to hit the buy now button because they don't feel safe. They don't feel secure. We're going through our bank statements like we never have before because we want to feel secure. And even for people that it hasn't really affected, and there is people out there that it hasn't really affected, they're still doing that because they're worried about their future. So making sure your clients feel safe now and secure now will gain new business into the future. So security is my number 1 tip. Necessity is my 2nd tip. Now, if you look back at history when there's been a crisis, if there is a business that survives the crisis, you will go on to be very successful after the crisis. Now, the difference is people right now are working out what they want and what they need. You need to stop being a want and you need to be a need. So you need to be a necessity. You need to show your clients why you are a necessity. And then as soon as you stop becoming a want and you are the need, you are now a necessity. So when they are going through their bank balance and they're cutting things, you won't be cut because you looked at as a necessity. Does that make sense? So you want to make your clients feel secure and you want to become a necessity. My 3rd tip is habit. So habits are built during a crisis. We all laugh at the moment that, in 20, 30, 40 years from now, when we're wiping down, bags with disinfectant wipes, because this is what we're doing at the moment, that our grandchildren or our children will ask, what are you doing? And it'll be a big joke. But it's a habit. And habits are built during crisis. And habits that are built during a crisis live on long after the crisis. So if you become a habit for your client through this crisis, it will set you up into the future. So you want to make your client feel secure. You want to make them feel safe. Nothing's going to change here. I'm here for you. I'm the same person I always was. I'm giving you the same information day in, day out. I'm making you feel safe. Nothing is changing with me. Nothing. The second thing is you need to be a necessity. How can you be a necessity in their life? If you're a fitness instructor, fitness is a necessity. That becomes a habit. And then this, so security, necessity, habit, will see that client go with you right into the future. We call them in business a tier 5 client. A tier 5 client is somebody that has a value worth around $100,000 over their career with you as such. So a tier 5, that's a tier 5 client. And that's what you want. You want to take them with you into the future. Now, we talk about breaking a habit. To break a habit, we all know it takes 28 days. To build a habit takes 70 days, which is around 7 weeks. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. So break a habit, 28 days. Build a habit is 7 weeks. So you need to hang in there with your client for 7 weeks. That's not a long time. That's not even 2 months. Once you become a habit, why would they leave you? They won't leave you. So I want you to stop focusing on pivoting your business, and I want you to start focusing on making your customers feel secure, becoming a necessity, and making sure you're a habit. Turn that necessity into a habit. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you're within that 70-day period. And once it's all done, you are a habit. And then from then on, you have a bright and healthy future. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you didn't want to kill me all the way through it. And even if you did pivot your business, it's not too late to go back to what you were doing. And if you still want to pivot your business and not listen to my advice, at least try and add in those 3 things. It's much harder. And the reason that it is harder is because people feel secure with an existing brand and something they already know and trust. That's why when you look at companies like McDonald's or KFC and you look at their brand over the years, nothing really changes. So small changes is fine, but you don't want to make big changes right now, I promise you. I hope that's helped you. And like I said, please don't kill me. And I hope you stuck it out all the way to the end. Talk soon.